Up on Look Today. Well, a rally took place outside Congresswoman Elise Stefanik's office in Glens Falls. I've got details. And the Saratoga City Council votes to approve the Complete Streets Plan. More on that coming up. And Moms Demand Action. It's a call to end gun violence. I've got details on that. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Paul Phillips. Now, he's a regional coordinator and a volunteer for AIDS Orphan Education Trust. He's here to talk about their work in Uganda against the battle against AIDS and poverty. Now, this will be our last interview in our Look Who Cares series. It's a powerful one. I also sit down with Alex Jones. Now, she's a coordinator for First Night, and we're joined by Corby Mitleid. She's a past life expert. And they're here to talk about New Year's Eve celebration, as well as Corby's, you could say, unique occupation. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, a rally on health care reform took place outside Congresswoman Elise Stefanik's office in Glens Falls. Demonstrators urging her to not support those who might want to abolish the Affordable Care Act. Now, Elise Stefanik is a moderate Republican who believes that current health care policies should be reformed. Well, we caught up with Al Ormsby. He's a co-organizer for the rally.
Well, we got here people from all over the district and from all over the area who are really upset about the fact that either they or people they love, friends, relatives, risk losing their health care come January.
It's a complicated topic, and one that I know personally that Congresswoman Stefanik is concerned about. All right, in other news, the Saratoga City Council voted on something called Complete Street Plan. That happened last night. The plan is based on 4 layers of infrastructure. These include pedestrian sidewalk and crossings, bikeways, and transit connections. Now, the detailed plan will be used as a reference point for the council, the zoning board, and the planning board. Well, we spoke to Commissioner of Finance, Michelle Madigan.
So Complete Streets just completed what's known as a linkage study, which is actually now being referred to as our Complete Streets Plan. It's about a 204-page detailed plan that I see as a guide and an assessment tool, a reference source that the city, the planning boards, the zoning boards, the planning department, the city council can now use as a guide for implementing complete streets throughout the city.
Now, that topic was also covered in the city council meeting, which you can watch tonight, unedited, uninterrupted, on Look TV, and check our website for other viewings throughout the week. Switching from news to weather. Well, today saw some warmer temperatures and increased into the 30s. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Back to the news. Well, a candlelight vigil took place at the Sandy Hook Memory Garden in Saratoga Springs. Now, the Moms Demand Action rally calls for gun safety in every city in the country. And the event was part of a nationwide tribute to end gun violence. Well, we spoke to Tricia Plow. She's the group leader of Moms Demand Action.
We do this every year. We come out and we celebrate their lives and we decorate their trees. There's 26 trees for 26 souls.
What a topic. All right, in other news, we got some more updates regarding Shelters of Saratoga. Mike Finocchi and Shelters of Saratoga attended a press conference today in Albany to call for more state funding to support shelters. Now, we spoke to him about this.
Well, with Governor Cuomo's budget last year that he passed, it's over a 5-year period. He's allocated X amount of dollars to go towards shelter services. He's allocated X amount of dollars to go towards support services, to go towards an additional 6,000 supported housing beds.
Well, all right, up next, I sit down with Paul Phillips. Now, he's a regional coordinator and volunteer for a group called AIDS Orphan Education Trust. And he's here to talk about their work in Uganda in the battle against AIDS and poverty. And this is our last interview in our Look Who Cares series. Plus, I also sit down with Alex Jones. Now, she's a coordinator for First Night Saratoga. And we're joined by Corby Mitleid. She's a past life expert. How's that for a title? They're here to talk about New Year's Eve celebration in Saratoga, as well as Corby's unique occupation. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I've got a couple of lookouts. Well, you hear me say it frequently. We're a small but mighty group around here. So when one takes a vacation, we all have to take a vacation. Case in point, today is the last day that we'll be doing this broadcast until Tuesday after New Year's Day. And that's when we'll see you again. So everyone here wants to wish all of you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, be safe, have fun. Also, just a couple of reminders. You know, we've done a lot of coverage on First Night Saratoga. It's been a lot of fun covering that event. The event itself, by the way, is New Year's Eve in Saratoga. It's a huge event, but it's very well organized with plenty of parking for people and transportation and everything. It's a great night for you and the family. Also, Drew, our news director here, in my right arm, is also lead guitarist in, I think he's a lead guitarist, in Paradox Saints. And they're playing New Year's Eve at the Putnam Den. Great band with a great following. I think that's about it. Like I said, have a wonderful holiday season, everybody, and we'll see you here on the other side. Tonight, by the way, on Look TV, it's that Saratoga City Council meeting I mentioned. And don't forget, tune in January 3rd for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.